We're now ready to start the grand final, the Blue Tongues and Don't Throw There. Let's go.
And we're away, Bernie.
All right.
It caught us off guard a little bit, but the break is open.
Points on the break. Just don't throw there.
Are we just talking into nothing, or is this going out?
Now we're rolling.
The game has started. The logs are rolling.
Meanwhile, the game has started. Welcome to the final. Druce.
Welcome, Bernie. And welcome everyone joining us online and in person at Druce and Bernie Bolger for the Australian Finska Championships Grand Final.
And a dash to start.
It's not the best way to start.
We are just getting underway. Welcome to the finals. Druce, sorry, it's a bit of a crazy start. We're racing against daylight here. We're looking at the team Don't Throw here versus finalists from last year, the Blue Tongues. Oh my God. 2 dashes in a row, just like that.
8, seemingly hard to hit straight off the bat.
Okay. Settling in. This is
so
just frantic
who are
start.
our finalists here, Bernie? What are their stories? What's their road to the final?
It's been a long day. A huge tournament. Biggest tournament we've ever had in Australia.
You think it's been a long day? It's been a long year for the Blue Tongues.
Oh
gosh.
Suddenly,
it could be getting longer.
Suddenly 2 dashes.
But I say that because they were here last year. They were the runners-up. They played in the grand final last year. They lost to Sometimes I Get a Good Feeling. And they're back for more.
I've almost forgot what that sounded like. Was that wood on wood? Was that Druce? Okay.
I think so. 17 plays 0, must hit for the Blue Tongues.
Must hit Jake already.
It's okay. They can come back from this.
And he's had a few of these across the day. He's really leaned into it. Look at that.
Nerves are settled. There's wood on wood scores on the board. A sigh of relief from the crowd, I think.
Yeah, I think everybody just doesn't want to see anything too brash early on. I think everybody wants to see some good Finska.
I know what you mean, Bernie. Both teams, they want to get wood on wood. They want to start. They want to ease into the game, but you have to play to win.
Yeah.
If you want to win this final, you can't just go bunch every time.
No, and look at this already.
Jeez, that's a strange setup.
It's almost like a big line.
And he breaks it open.
4 points.
Don't throw there, break it open. Puts them on 22. Plays 7.
Sergio for the Don't Throw There team. Kind of out of nowhere today, aren't they? Didn't play last year from what I gleaned. They've got nothing to lose, where the Blue Tongues are they've got baggage.
They've got baggage, but I think that's going to help them. I think experience, you know the saying, you have to lose one to win one in grand finals. And they've lost one last year.
Brisbane ideology.
Yeah,
that's what I like to see.
Oh, dude, they nearly took out their 7 collateral. Cooper had turned his back.
I had turned my back in a figure of speech as well. I wasn't even focusing on that.
So that's the thing with this surface.
Grifter supplying the drinks.
Thanks, Grifter.
Cooper's drink of choice there. Like to see.
Bit
of RC action.
This is exactly what we're talking about here, Bernie. This surface. There's not much friction on it. It'll roll. The log will roll on. So the options for collateral the likelihood of collateral is high.
Very high, very high. Jake's assessing the options. The crowd is still, they're quite antsy. They're excited. Oh, the crowd just hushed enough for that thud to ring out here on the bottom green. Peterson Bowler,
Yeah, everyone is really working their way into this final.
including us, Druce, including us.
That's right.
So don't blame anyone.
Best of 5, remember.
Sergio here, graphic designer. Beautiful shirt. Oh. And you'd have to think that's by design as well, that 9. Thank you, Grifter.
Thank you, Petersham Bowling Club, for hosting this event for the 2nd year running.
2nd year running. Will the Blue Tongues go down a 2nd year running?
Whoa. That's too early to be talking
It's too
about,
early to
Bernie.
call. Cooper might have a few things to say about that. Hush falls. Clinical.
Huge shot. They needed that. They needed the confidence boost.
That's a huge.
They're here to play.
That's an injection.
They're not making up the numbers in this final.
That's a shot to the arm.
That puts the Blue Tongues onto 27 points. Don't throw there on 34.
Remind me now who broke this. I think Don't Throw It There broke the first set.
Yeah, and this is a refresher for all of our new viewers. When you start the shot, when you start the match, it's like tennis. You want to win your serve. If you lose that, then you're at a big chance of losing the match. It's
Big
like
time.
a break point.
Yeah. Tennis is probably the closest comparison, isn't it? You're really mentally behind as well. If you lose your serve, your break.
Blue Tongues must kick.
Oh, and this is what we see all too often here at Peterson Bowler. It hits the grass, and then the grass decides where that log goes. You no longer have any say in where that log goes.
8 to win. Don't throw there. Blue Tongues were trying to push the 8 back. They didn't collect anything.
It's sitting there for the taking.
This is a should hit. And that's why they're in the final.
Smooth.
They can hit those shots under pressure.
That's 8 to win.
Now, that shot might look easy to your average player. It's not too far away. But on the big stage, it's your first shot at a winning shot to set the tone for the first set. To stand up and take that shot, it's big. It's big.
And
That's a first.
look, yeah, it wasn't a technical shot,
Don't throw there.
but
27
you're
points
so
to
right
the Blue
to have
Tongues.
that kind of setting the standard, the pace of the game.
This
And
is
there's a
the
huge
grand
advantage to
final.
break first as well.
The Blue Tongues,
Exactly,
were
yeah.
runners-up in the last year's grand final, and this is the first year for competing.
We've got Charlie on the local comms here.
All right. So we're settled into it now.
Yeah.
I think you can say we're settled in.
Big
Don't
time.
throw there, won their break. Blue Tongues to break the second set. That's what we know.
Jake stepping up. Had a blat for lunch. Oh,
It shows. It shows.
12 points off the break.
he's still using that energy. That's low GI.
Protein's kicking in.
Low GI blat for lunch. Still paying dividends.
Let's move on from the black.
Grifter, thank you. That was pretty cool, actually.
Will to shoot from Don't Throw There. This is the best possible fight back from the Blue Tongues you can hope for.
Yeah, big breakout, kind of finish style. Just bank on your throwing.
There's no big numbers out.
Bit of strategy. I like it.
It's interesting to see. Smart.
Clean 6.
Good choice. They resisted going for the bunch.
Yeah.
Because you know they might get 6 in the bunch, but more than likely the 12 or the 10 would roll out, which would make an easy shot for the Blue Tongues
Don't throw there.
to score high.
12 points
Instead, they
to
went
the
to
Blue
6
Tongues.
and just made it harder for the Blue Tongues.
Yeah, look now, Druce. It's either over the pack to the 6. Over the pack to the 6 or across to the... I think they're going across to the 5. That RC, remote control car, has a life of its own once it's got batteries in.
Shout out to Tom O'Sullivan, our honorary pin monkey for the final.
He's doing
He's done this before.
adjustment again on that 5.
Should we...
Famous conversation in the Finska world. Do you face the pin towards the launch bar or do you face it straight back parallel to the...
It's a good question, and we might need Damien for clarification. I think straight back. But
That would have been ambitious to pick. I mean, it was ambitious to pick out the 7 there.
well, that's the problem. That's what we're saying. You go for the, pins that are in a bunch. If you don't get it exactly right, it costs you.
On 8 points.
Yeah.
Blue Tongues, 14.
Blue Tongues can really push ahead here if they want, because they pick off one of these satellite Skittles, and there's not much else to do for don't throw there.
So what are you suggesting they do here, Bernie?
I'm thinking go the 6. Oh, that looks like they're eyeing off the bunch just to bank on some numbers.
Oh, no, you would, like we were discussing before, I don't think they would go bunch. If they've got here, look, they collect 4 points,
4
and
points.
points are points, but they've opened up the 9. They've gotten away with the 12. 12 is, maybe not. The 12 is
that
open.
4 points, was it?
No, they only got 4. But they've opened the door for don't throw there to collect 12,
12 is an option.
if they're good enough.
Yeah. It looks like they are.
That's brilliant. That's the danger of going the
Instant
bunch.
response. Yeah, look, that's just spat out the big numbers. And all of a sudden,
What a reply. It's 18-20 on the break back.
take your time, boys. Think about it. Think about it.
It's a similar setup here.
Don't throw there.
It is a best of 5. Correct. Hugh down the front, in front of the commentating stall here. Grift a refreshing ale to keep us fueled.
Hey, you just chucked it into no man's
Bouncy.
land there.
Dash.
I wonder in the Blue Tongues camp now what is going through their heads, because
Oh, tell you what's going through their heads. I think what could be going through their heads. They've been here before. They've been a set down, and they've lost it 0-3 because they don't want history repeating.
I'd say
They're
don't
good
go
enough
there,
to win
but
this.
don't throw there. Oh, look at that grip and rip is what I'd call that.
Blue Tongues handed a lifeline
too.
with that shot, to be honest.
All too frequent with the with this grass, PBC grass.
This final is moving fast.
It's that finals nerves, Drucey.
You need to be able to just take a step back, slow it down.
That's a double
Even if
dash.
you know what your strategy is, even
Yeah.
if you know exactly what pin you want to hit,
Tongues must hit their
Just
next
take a breath.
throw to stay in the game.
slow the heart rate,
Just take a beat.
and hit the pin.
Blue Tongues on 18 points.
So
throw there on
don't throw there. Wheel's stepping up to kind of clinic this and really make it hard for the Blue Tongues. He runs a pub himself. He's a publican.
Don't throw there a 9-9-12.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
They're
9.
9 and a 12 to win now. The 9 is open, they can get it. 12 is very hard, but
12's technical and 9 is deep.
Don't throw
the
there.
Blue Tongues are on a must hit. They would be ballsy to go for a single pin. More than likely, they'll collect small points here.
Looks like they might have to go for that 10-11, sadly, which would make it
Which
Really difficult.
is don't throw there's finish. They need 10 and 11.
Yeah.
They can't split those
Blue
pins,
Tongues on 2 misses.
but they have to hit.
They pick up 4 and they've tucked the 11,
They've
which
tucked
is
the 11.
not a bad
Tucked
idea.
the 11.
It's a 4-point throw. With the Blue Tongues on 22.
Pin Monkey just making sure not to do anything funny with the return of the pins to an upright position.
That's why he's our best monkey, pin monkey.
He's our best monkey. There's a divide. There's a divide between the two teams. They stand back in the pews.
So what I'm talking about, taking a second. The 10's an
Sergio.
easy, obvious shot.
Sergio
But just
steps
take a
up.
second.
He's looking at the 10. This guy paints murals for a living. Bang.
And you can tell that's a clinical shot. That's a cool hand, steady hand.
Who knows, Drucey, by the end of today,
39
we might have a
points.
mural of don't throw there.
Blue Tongues on 22 points.
Yeah, commissioned to paint your own mural. That doesn't happen too often. I'll tell you what, though. Don't throw there, have the 11 to win.
It's not
This is
easy.
how they beat the Scarlet Weasels in the quarterfinals.
Oh my God! And almost a log standing up by itself.
Are back.
That is
you
a
kidding?
statement shot. And the 12 is, so far I can barely read it.
That's a final shot.
Finals pressure, final shot. We've seen it all before.
12-point throw for the Blue Tongues.
And it's still
But it's still
Gets
in
me
don't throw
going.
there's caught.
Don't throw there on 39.
the thing is, they don't need it. The 12, they don't need it. It's out the back. Would they consider a tweak? I don't think it's. Oh, is
Look,
it in the repertoire? It
The
is in the
thing
repertoire.
They've done this before. They've
Hold
won on an
the
11 like
phone.
that. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
They did it!
That is
That's
huge!
An amazing 11-point throw.
Tweak
That's
on.
insane.
Giving game 2.
And the Selly! The Selly!
Kidding me, Bernie.
The Fortnite Selly! To really just rub it in
They've
mentally.
just
as
broken
well.
the Blue Tongues. It is their shot. It is their serve next.
Wow.
Good and 3-zip.
Wow. I'm getting flashbacks to last year. I hate to say it. I'm getting
That brings
flashbacks.
us to 2-0. Don't throw there. First timers.
Oh my gosh. He just stepped up and shot. That's the other argument. You know, I'm
Unbelievable.
saying step back, take a breath or whatever. But
Yeah.
if your style is to step up and shoot, man, I can't argue with that. That's insane. That's a beautiful shot.
That's Will from Don't Throw There. He runs Sydney Park Hotel. Maybe head there, grab a drink. Could be
a new mural there
could
soon.
be, Sergio might be painting murals of them at their own pub by the end of this. Who knows?
Well, it feels like we just started the finals and
Oh my! And
it's
and they're on the
2-0 down
ropes.
with don't throw there to break.
It's not a good position for
Mr. 5. Don't
the
throw
Blue
there.
Tongues.
2.
Look, are Blue Tongues going to learn from
0.
last year when they were 2-0 down? And can they come back from this? Or is it going to be history repeating itself?
All I'll say, Druce, is anything can happen in Finska.
That's right.
Honestly, anything can happen. 11 points to start.
11 points.
It's not over until the last pin falls.
And even if it does fall, it might be landing on something else and not be down.
It could stand back up. We could
And
see that.
therefore, it might be over having not fallen fully.
Pin hunky on the court.
Oh, espresso martini? I'd love a sip.
Thank you, Jules.
Whose is this?
Actually, we've got Jules here. He was last year's winner
That's a good
against
bunch. That's
the Blue
delicious.
Tongues. From sometimes I get a good feeling. Jules, what's your thoughts on this final so far?
Well,
7
yeah,
points.
it's been kind of surprising. I really enjoyed
Juicy?
the competition last year versus these young men, and I'm a bit shook here because I didn't see them going down to this early, and I want them to get back in it personally.
We don't play those kind of biased games, Jules, but
Yeah, I know that's a bit biased, but they're good blokes, and I don't know these other blokes. No, these guys right here are doing great.
don't throw there.
This guy
He's got a magnet. He's got a magnet in that.
he's made the 12 easier.
Throw.
You know, in the Czech Republic, Drucy, they play a rule. If it comes in front of the break point, it gets pushed back to where it was broken originally, the initial break point. It's a Czech rule.
But we're not in Czech, Bernie. We're at
We're,
the PBC.
we're down under, and if it rolls back, it's
Play where it lies.
fair game. 12 out to the right. I'd call that a bread and butter type shot.
Dash.
You heard it. You heard Charlie. It's a dash. Espresso martinis.
Gosh.
Gonna need something a bit stronger for the
Gonna
kind
need
of Finska that's happening here.
Throw there.
Gonna need something special from the Blue Tongues.
Blue Tongue's on life support right now.
But
The score is a bit hard to read. 35-7.
But going for the 12 there may not have been their best option from don't throw there. They could have gone 10-10-7. Easy finish.
Yeah.
It's tempting to go for the 12 because it's high points.
Now it's 12-3, which gets
need
technical
15.
and it gets tough. 10-5, also technical and tough.
10-5 is way harder than 10-7. 9-6, still very hard.
Blue Tongues could maybe, just maybe, pull something out of the hat here.
This needs to hit. And it does.
Does.
And it does.
I like to see that. That's good from Jake.
Good, Jakey.
The Blue
Come on.
Tongues, 12-point shot.
Oh,
12
Martini's
points.
good.
That is delicious espresso martini from the bar here at Peterson Bowler.
35.
If you have any spare time, it's a good pub to head down to.
We've got
Sydney area.
the pin monkey of the grand final with us. We'll come back to him for a...
Okay, 9
a
points.
thought.
6 to win.
Look, this is a hard 6.
Shot.
Not impossible, but it's a hard 6.
Don't throw there.
What would you do if you were the Blue Tongues here on 19 points?
Oh, it's so hard.
3 of the best of 5. The grand
Would you leave
final.
it there, or would you
Australian
try and
Finska
push it
Championship
towards the
2024.
9?
You'd have to try something. I'd almost try kick up those 4 and 2 and try cluster it up a little bit.
Or you, but you don't want to split up the 4 and 2 because if they collapse, they need the 4 to win. It's going to be hard. Do you go the 10, get points, and then you've got, 12 and a 9?
It's tough. Cooper
No,
puts it out in the open.
no. Oh dear.
2 points.
That is the shot that they
2
wanted.
points.
Don't throw there
Yeah.
to be taking to get 2, and then they need 4 to win.
This is echoes of the first set as well. They're licking their lips. Don't throw there.
Oh, this could be all over here.
And we might see a
This is
Hawthorn-style
absolute
celebration.
clinical. This is clinical.
Championship point.
Will
potentially.
steps up.
The Australian Finska
Will.
Championship.
Oh, he's looking around the crowd. We haven't seen this so far. Adrenaline's got to be pumping. $1,000 on the line.
Here we go. One
Title of Australian Finska champion. Oh!
There's a twist.
You have to wonder if looking at the crowd
Don't throw there.
affected that shot.
Blue Tongues to reply.
You
Definitely.
have to wonder.
Don't throw there.
I think Charlie's mic work is doing something up behind us.
The Blue Tongues were runners-up in 2023's Australian Finska Championship.
Now this is a simple shot. You hit the 6.
Push it
Send
back.
it.
Check to shoot.
Showed him it's hard.
Okay. It's not all over because if they miss here, then it's a 2-miss situation and they have to go bunch.
It'd be very different.
But this is to win the
They have a
Australian
shot
Finska
again on the
Championship.
6th though.
Don't throw there.
Sergio.
Far out.
You knew it. Out of the hand. Out of the hand.
Now,
They're on a must hit. As you said, this changes everything, Will.
this changes everything. But what we haven't seen Don't Throw There play much. So it's hard to know if they would go for the 6 on a must hit or if they'd play it safe. So it comes down to the Blue. I think they still take this, hit the 6, to be honest.
21.
Or they've got 9, 10, 10. 2-shot pressure.
I think you can't call their bluff. You have to go 6 again
I'm with you, Bernie.
and deal with the next shot when it comes. But we'll see
Look,
what they do.
that's the easy choice right now, but
It's their strategy. Let's have a look. That's good.
points is good.
That's
They
about
needed
2
points.
skills further.
For the Blue Tongues.
They needed points.
Grifter supplying
Now-
the drinks.
This is another championship
You would
winning point.
Think that's
A defining
out of
moment
don't
in the
throw there's
2024
comfort range on a
Australian
must
Finska
hit.
Championship. They are on 2 misses.
Unless they want the glory.
They
a
looks
must
like
hit.
they want the glory. Oh,
Smart choice.
Smart
2,
from
kick
Will.
the 4 out. It's there. Same situation as the 6.
That puts Don't Throw There on to 46 points.
Blue Tongues back in the same spot.
And
They
the Blue
have to
Tongues
defend.
on 27.
absolutely on the ropes. They're getting pushed back on the ropes
Look, I
constantly.
think they have to just hit the 4. It's too hard
see where it
to
ends up.
push anything near it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And pray.
a lot of prayer involved with this shot.
She
Showed them it's hard, if anything. If anything.
look. We know
It's
that
a
this is the
weird
biggest
game.
stage. $1,000 is on the line.
It's the
Cash
biggest comp in the country.
to win
Another championship point.
Australian Finska champs.
Don't
Sergio.
throw there.
First timers.
Do they want it? It's there for the taking.
Shot.
Bang! There it is! Don't throw there. 4 points.
Sergio with the winning shot. Our new Australian Finska champions. Don't throw there.
And it's over before it's
Before it's even
begun.
started.
3 sets
Another
clean.
zip.
Finska Championship
There's something about this ground. There's something
When you're on with this game, you're on.
big time. The Blue Tongues left
Can you believe it?
licking their wounds.
Poor Blue Tongues, but let's focus on don't throw there. They hardly missed a shot. They took good options every time.
Yeah, 100%. They were
They
clinical,
just
clinical about it.
And they know how to celebrate. Will and Sergio,
They know how to celebrate. I'll give them that much.
new champions of the game.
I love it. Paint them a mural, I
Good
say.
on 'em.
Sergio, get the paintbrush out.
Congratulations.
They've done well. Wow.
And commiserations to the Blue Tongues, who have gone out again as runners-ups.
I think it's.
Zip
I think they're just going to be even more hungry now, Will. To lose twice in a final like this,
Oh, but to go out zip 3.
but you have to make it to the final to lose. That's what I'm saying.
It's right, but
It's not easy.
you're right. They had some great shots in there.
A grass tournament, anything can happen. To finish it off like that, absolutely clinical.
It's a magic moment. Don't throw there. It's their first time ever competing in the Australian Finska Championship. And they put it over Blue Tongues, who came back to the grand final for a second year in a row. It's a magic moment.
So I'd first like to thank everyone who has helped with all their drinking today to help contribute to PBC becoming an accessible venue. You've done your fair share, so thank you. First I'd like to introduce Pete from Planet Finska. He has a few words to say.
Thank you for coming, everybody. A couple of years ago, we tried to do this ourselves, and we decided the best way to do this was to have it community-led. And so, for those who don't know, we turned it from something that was driven by a business to something that's driven by the community and an association. So, first of all, thank you to AFSO. If you don't know who AFSO are, they're the Australian Finnish Skittles organisation. Their mission is to grow an emerging sport. And that's what this is. This is an emerging sport, and we want it to do incredibly well in Australia. We want it to do incredibly well internationally. And Australia, we're actually right up there in terms of number of participants in our national tournament. So thank you all for coming and helping to make that happen. But first of all, we've never before had international participants, and so I just wanted to say thank you to the couple of blokes from Hong Kong helping to make this an international event, because we've got a couple of little presents for you. Come up, Hong Kong.
Yeah, oh, sure. It's okay. Can you help me with the Thank you. Oh, I better take off it.
So Hong Kong.
Can I have a few words? Yeah.
Okay, wow.
First thing, thank you so much. Thanks Finska for providing this perfect souvenir for us. And special thanks to Damien, because he introduced this game to us. He introduced this competition to us. Even we lost to him. But we are so happy to be here. Yes. Yeah, and just a happy share with you guys. Hong Kong is going to organize a similar competition like this in December. We will try our best to confirm everything, and we will try to send an official invitation to everyone as soon as possible. Yeah, and just, today when I was having an interview with I forgot someone just tried to interview with us, and I just say that we are Finskaroos. Yeah! Thank you again, thank you everybody. Thank you so much. And actually, last word. We got some souvenir for Australian, and yeah, just try to come with us and follow our Instagram, okay? Okay, get some news from us, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome.
Now for the championship. The runners-up getting trophies, $500 gift pack,
merchandise pack from Planet Finska and a hat, the Blue Tongues. For the second time in a row.
I know. I just want to say that was genuinely that was the most difficult game throughout the whole tournament. You guys got every single clutch shot that you needed to get. I just want to say you guys played so well. It is disappointing we came second again, but kind of like the Sydney Swans. We'll be back next year, and yeah, full credit to you guys. You guys were absolutely fantastic. So well done. Planet Finska, you guys are amazing. Just keep growing this sport. Keep it going, and it's going to be popping up in the next few years, I reckon. Olympics!
And now the winners, the championship tournament, winning $1,000 cash. And by that, we don't mean cold hard cash, we mean a lovely check and a bank transfer. As well as a $500 merchandise pack from Planet Finska.
No, you can give it.
Savor it. Don't throw there.
Just hand it over, mate. Just hand it over.
Obviously, thank you to everyone that sponsored this event. Will and I didn't even know this was happening until Thursday night. I don't know if that's a rub-in or not, but we were just had a few wines and we're like, oh, hey, there's a little Finska tournament going on with Druce and Bernie Bolger. You want to do it? He's like, yeah, all right, let's do it. So, no, don't wake the baby. And here we are, and we didn't realise how awesome this is. Honestly, this is unreal. This is amazing. We'll definitely be back wherever it is next year. We love it. We love Finska, and we love everyone that supported us and the whole tournament. Everyone's been great. Honestly, everyone's been great. So, here's to Finska! Yeah!
Lift it up, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.